from
I think
2023.
something was wearing it in the last matchup because I saw him in
He
the
was
hoodie.
wearing a white
he dropped like 45.
Yeah.
Get them all
Just they're all the lucky hoodies there, but I like something sunglasses there is like the Miranda Priestley look. There's a lot of pressure. You forget a lot of the ideas that you initially went in with, but after 3 times facing off, today's surely the day that they can make it come to fruition.
I think they can start well here today. That will be a real catalyst for their success. Forsaken will try to slow them down, but he'll be deleted by Patman. There's going to be some re-aggression here from PRX. They want to take a risk. They know they need to do something. They'll walk right into Patman, who gets himself another. The perfect start to this map for GE.
Both Davai and Jing got, I think, they took shots to the chest, so now they're half HP away. It's easy shots for GE just to finish off the round.
A couple of taps on through. Nothing too substantial from PRX thus far. It's a slow start for them. Yudatan looking for the double, and he'll get it. Ends up being the triple for the round as a whole. GE off to a good start with the pistol under their belt.
And that's definitely going to be a big confidence boost. I mean, this is definite mind games to me. You're talking about global esports and how they've prepped coming into this week. There's no way they don't come into this thinking they will be playing against PRX. 100% they're going in with that very play in mind, and instantly can already tell Pat setting himself up towards middle. The whole team avoiding the entirety of A site.
With that wall, just keeping things honest over towards B, but A plan has gone down. Davai with the headshot onto Patman though. Well, something's already trying to creep his way out onto A here. I don't know if Autumn's necessarily going to come into play. He does catch Forsaken on that rotate. In the end, I've spoken too soon. 2 players walk into him. I thought they might just bypass him and try and go for the retake. Anyway, Harvey for the double. The collat onto Envy.
We'll put an asterisk on the Marshall. That's going to be a bit of a misnomer going into the next one, but at least still a gun to work off of. Meanwhile, PRX should be starting to get a read for how Global might want to approach these rounds. I mean, the calling between the 2 teams around global esports in both orgs' histories. But today, I have a feeling it's going to be a different story. We start things off with some utility while PRX peeks out middle.
Set up with the drone for the retake.
Lurker's dealt with as well, just the site remaining.
Bit of an aggressive play here from GE. I don't half mind it, but Davai's all over it apparently. Yudatan's going to have to clutch this down in the 1v4. He's already picked up a couple. TP forward was awkward timing almost for Jing. Doesn't quite get punished for it. Reload required now for Yudatan, but he is under so much pressure that I don't know that he's going to be able to get it. Has to try and tap away, and something will put him down. It is PRX's first round on the board. Neither team getting off to a flyer of a start, both involved early.
Yeah, at least guns removed away from PRX as well, so it could be difficult for PRX to keep the momentum going, but nonetheless, a pretty good recovery still. I mean, big damage found, and it's a lot to do with Davai and his sharp shooting. Apart from that, just recognizing how PRX wants to dissect the map. You take away Patman, you take away more players away from the site, and that's less problems to deal with. Makes the entire retake a little bit more easy to deal with.
Autumn, nice shot, gets the better of Envy. That paranoia, of course, will push him away, but it's too little too late to do anything about it for PRX. Spike yet to go down. PRX is still kind of floating around. We try something prior to that spike getting properly confirmed. Eventually, it will drop the wall right in the face of Forsaken. He's not going anywhere right now. Does break it, but there's an orb straight through as well to slow him down, and there's just no entry allowed into the A side at the moment for PRX. Overdrive popped here for Yudatan. Happy to take that fight forward, but so too are Forsaken and Jing. It's all about Harvey though with the 3K.
GE, if you allow them to get comfortable in the post plants, they're going to be able to set up, and set up they did. Look at Javi, the timing on the sage wall initially, but they effectively set up this line of scrimmage which forces PRX to take those duels after the fact, and that's where GE has a lot of strong angles to deal with.
The 2 to maybe keep an eye on in this round with the way things have been going. Forsaken and something immediate answers out with the pistols. So 2 for 2, that's not too bad as far as PRX is concerned, and this is starting to get a little bit awkward. Shock dart through, will grab another. That is going to pull the res out of Harvey. We go back to 3-on-3, but this is definitely a little more awkward for GE than they would like. However, they've now got some space out on A. And that is going to allow them to start to pressure the plan. Jing gets one on the cross, no more. It's on to Davai. Dark's not going to spot Davai. So he will get out on the line. Oh, he thought he had the kill. I'm sure he thought he had it there, but Crystal survives. And he'll get healed as well by Harvey. So for all that work, Davai is getting nothing so far. GE holding strong on the site. They've crossed back as well, which Davai has no idea about. Surely it's over. Davai can't get it done anymore. The 1-2 punch will have to be too good here. Gets that reload off at least. But there is too much that needs to be done. He had the opportunity, but he missed it. And GE will claim another.
He had the wallbang, man, but he had to have landed that shot in order to turn this into a possible 1v2. So unfortunate, but again, this comes down to a really close round. I mean, incredible plays from PRX. Even down to this, spotted out Autumn, spams him through the wall, gets the shock dart across, and down to the numbers game. I mean, just the swings out and still always a team to be respected. But G doesn't seem to mind that right now, just going to continue rolling.
Slow ready.
He's picking.
Abi, wait, Abi. On the right. Go into my smoke, Abi, go into my smoke on left. Wait. Jonas on the right, guys. Let's go together.
I'm on right.
I didn't take cover.
You can see how awkward it has gotten here for GE immediately. PRX on the aggressive, and it's worked out. The opening pick goes their way. Plan's still going down. They still commit to that, GE. It's a bold play, but might just work. Forward positioning, though, from Jing will catch both Patman and Harvey off guard. Autumn trying to salvage. It's not going to be possible. Crystal is now alone, and this is a pretty doomed angle. How's everybody missed? Oh, what? PRX, what's going on there? But it doesn't matter. Defuse will be secured anyway. And PRX will get themselves their second. A little bit more costly than it might otherwise have been, though.
But I think they're happy with that one, too. Still, double up investment, and it pays off. I mean, just the early pick, and that allows them to continue to cement themselves around the site, prevent G from getting comfortable in the post-plant positions. You might have the wall, you might have pillar. And breaking the trip is going to put some seeds of doubt in their minds, but still the aggression.
Hunter's Fury through here is really disrupting the offense. Davai can't quite catch up with Yuratan there, but Jing at least helps him out in the end, though. Davai maybe a little bit shell-shocked after that one. This round is getting real messy. There's a pit that's been ripped now as well on the attack. It's really causing an element of doubt in the minds of PRX here. You can see how busy he's keeping them on A. Meanwhile, that rotate coming through from GE over towards B. Patman is getting so much work done here, and every second he wastes is valuable. Importantly, though, Forsaken still here over on B, locking it down, gets the double, and might just get this done alone. All on the shoulders now of Autumn with only 20 seconds left. He's got to find the 1v3, and he's got to move quickly. Time of the essence gets the better of Envy. But how is he going to dislodge Forsaken? He fakes the tap, it doesn't draw out the peak. He has no idea that Forsaken is just chilling, waiting for Jing on the flank. It's even not necessary, as Forsaken will finish off a very nice individual round. 3 for PRX. It was a good effort from GE, no doubt, and Patman nearly got it done, but PRX reigns supreme this round.
Yeah, momentum slowly coming back. I mean, this entire matchup, so much tempo being played, just back and forth with the slows. Multiple ultimates dumped in this round. Hunter's Fury, Viper's Pit, the Tour de Force. But Forsaken gets such a good read. Just comes back and nails the shot and has that Nerves of Steel, Mr. Word.exe.
Gee, once again, quickly taking that main position, but it's out towards middle that they're having problems. Something tapping away. It's these scoped rifles that are really giving them problems at the moment. The Ops, and of course the Outlaws. They are still making their way into A here. They found a couple of openers. If something were to drop, that could be concerning. But of course, something knows better, and Envy's there to help out as well. Equalizing round for PRX.
I think map win streak so far ever since swapping back to this agent, and he's still doing the same thing. It's kind of an anti-eco, sure, but this definitely hurts GE for the future rounds. I mean, they've been trying to slam sights now, and it hasn't really quite worked out ever since the scoped weapons, as you have. Oh, the pit, though, kind of slows things down, so you want things to go well through the door.
Yeah, Jing dumping util, trying to slow GE down. Unable to do so. He will be wrapped on by Yuratan. And they're not going to be able to get control of A main very easily, because the pit is there with Davai in it, but they'll still be able to get a plant. Yudotan maybe taking a little bit too many liberties there, and now Harvey isolated in a duel against Forsaken with that op on the other side of it. There's nothing you can do. So it's all on Patman and Crystal to try to hold off this retake, which feels a pretty doomed prospect at this point. PRX just kind of styling on GE in that round.
GE really tries to slow down the pace a lot, just because of PRX slowing down the pace a tad bit further with the operators. They're able to take these picks the way they want to. Mr. Observer, please. I love that so much, but I kind of want to see it from the other POV, just watching the tech from how Forsaken gets that jump peek in.
That's crazy. Something's obviously gone wandering back off towards middle, but I don't know that they're necessarily expecting Forsaken there with the op as well. Fast lane up. Forsaken somehow gets out of there alive. I don't even know. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. GE, they need to be capitalizing on those kinds of moments, and they're just not quite being able to. This be another solid hold by the looks of things for PRX. GE at this point kind of just looking for damage, and Autumn will give them that, a double. There's still a chance here if Autumn can find a way to pop off, and like I said, he was streaky yesterday, but he had some really big rounds. This could be another one of those. 5 left. Swaps back over to the rifle instead. Something just trying to toy with him, and does a great job of it. A third in the round for Something. It's the ops again.
Swaps over to overdrive, slides over across, swaps to the shorty. What the hell?
Yeah, that is wild.
One heck of an enemy battle. But then you swap over to Something versus Autumn. That's another big discussion. Just a head-to-head of both operator players, but Something wins every single day. I mean, look at how mobile he is. It's multiple jabs left to the right, and it keeps Autumn on his toes.
Got that wall that will allow them to take the space back towards Archers. But now straight through it, they've got to go again into the operator, which is Forsaken waiting. They're finding the kills they need, though. Harvey for the double, and the res, obviously. Lots of impact in the round. And GE finally have found a way to break open this defense of PRX. See if Something has anything to say about it, but not going to be the case. So GE will find themselves another round up to 5, and they can fight for the 6th, which is a...
the side of GE against Something with an operator. I mean, this is one of those rounds that you can bet Frost is the one calling it. What a play to go through. It looks like a B split, but then they actually used the Viper Spit to go all the way through backside in towards Archer, set up the Sage Wall, which prevents from PRX coming through with a stronger retake off timing. And that's how still more kills come on through off to the site itself.
Concerned maybe about what's happening in that round. They have just let GE walk their way onto A for a plant. Something's been picked off on the rotate, and so too now has Forsaken. Those have been the Smash Bros for this half. Gone for PRX, and it looks like GE are just going to fold them like a piece of paper in the final round of the half. This should be a 6th, no doubt about it. Envy has got way too much to do. 6-6 will be the scoreline. GE pulling it back a little bit at the back end of the half, and we've got a game on our hands here for sure.
A very, very real and an intense game, hands down. I mean, you're thinking about org history, or maybe at least in this year, Autumn had the hand gesture, 4th time's the charm, and it feels like it's very, very possible. The new challenger, GE, may be able to take down PRX. It's just map 1 for now, but you can already tell with the calling. PRX, they're biting baits. They're trying to push deeper in towards mid.
Avenue into the B site for PRX. Full retake for GE.
Strong position for Forsaken to play as well.
Only half HP though, so might need a little bit of help, and he's not going to be able to get it when that orb is up. He's just got to try to play delay as long as he can on his own. Surely can't win this fight. Autumn in the back of the head gets Forsaken. That's the first piece of the puzzle for GE. 4 more to find. Davai slowing them down a little bit with that kill onto Crystal, and Envy in on the cross shots as well. Defuse on though. PRX have to move quickly, and they'll get there in time. It was close.
Might not have the frags necessary, but it's enough information to call to the rest of the team that we know GE's going to be approaching the retake all the way from the back lines of B main. Everyone just sets up around it, firing off, sheriff shots on the cross, as you mentioned. Despite the wall, which would be a pretty good retake protocol otherwise.
Ends up being a fight around main. They could have some problems here, PRX. Crystal will spot them out early. Relay Bolt goes forward. That'll be the end of Crystal, but you've still got Harvey, who does get spotted out by the drone. And Forsaken will make no mistake. A-site well and truly taken here by PRX. They're starting to flex their muscles already in the second half. GE, of course, yet to buy in this half. So let's just hold our horses until we get to see that gun round. But PRX are looking solid.
damn solid. Third over onto the bonus if they the right plays for the next round. Would have hoped that at least G maybe wrangled the gun away, but that did not happen just because of how simple and clearly I think they took the attacking side, just all 5 mostly, all the way up A main. For the next round though, GE just trying to be able to figure things out and anchor down sights. For now, spotted out and Yudotan out towards middle.
I think the big name is probably Patman. He has been such a walk out though from PRX. They are getting so much space on these sides. Harvey and Crystal though denying it this time. Finally with the guns in hand. GE showing some defense. That was actually quite a clean round.
The Sage is a perfect counter to the Neon, or even just the double duelist. You always had those little TikTok walls that you can hop off of, but at the same time, slow orbs just to slow down PRX's pace and tempo. And that's big control all over the site every step of the week.
No!
Oh, we can't be crashing out this early.
No, God, please no. No. Get like a job on the office or something like that. Autumn, what a great fight to start the round. GE starting to come into their own a little bit on the defense. Good setup. Autumn and Yudotan watching the line that PRX are just going to contact onto. Surely that can't go well. 1 for 1. Not really enough as far as PRX are concerned, and Patman picks something out of middle as well. Yep, he'll be fast on the rotate if necessary, but the way things are looking, I don't know that it'll be necessary. Harvey having a great game. 16 and 8, very much leading from the front now for GE. Keeping them in the fight. I mean, look, 8-8. It's a very respectable total right now against PRX, which is dubbed by a few to be maybe the best team in the world. I mean...
Yeah, I don't like that TP, do you? I feel like this lead is just going to continue building up, though, at least until Alex maybe calls in a timeout or finds some way to crack G's defense, because you take a look at this composition. Walking the B side, Pat's there, maybe along Pat still has to stay back to delay even further as well for more rotations to come across.
A long rotate here for GE if PRX inevitably take this site. Autumn up on high, has not been spotted just yet, and there is no entry allowed into the B side. Both Autumn and Patman delivering on the initial hold, and that has PRX stalled in their tracks. Envy and Davai though making this interesting. Shots come through though for Yudotan. And don't get too excited if you're a PRX fan. That's another one that's gone the way of GE.
3 guns robbed away, but GE just has built up so much bank. At least probably won't be able to play this sort of one-and-done position any further. PRX might start to expect it, but then again, it could be mind games. So once again, just curious to see what the call is going to be after that tactical timeout.
You gotta be kidding me, man!
Because they are in that danger.
Here it comes, fast lane out, similar approach. Both of the duelists pushing their way forward down the lane. Envy gets the better of Patman. Bad news for GE now as Autumn has to try to recover, but oversteps on the peak and will be put down by something. PRX have their answer. And once again, it just feels like we're going tit for tat. A very close matchup here between PRX and GE.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I do love going tit for tat. This is such an even match. The tenacity from both sides, and you just have to admire it. I mean, the calling, again, both teams bigger than the sum of their parts. The coaches, such a big factor to it as well. And just overwhelming the side. You know, I was kind of thinking if this goes down to that kind of slow tempo pace where PRX has to play mind games, it's so not their style. But if they actually pick up that pace one step, one gear further into B site.
Hits pulled as well early by PRX to try to cut off any rotate through A main. Yudotan though catching Forsaken, so there is a loss. And you've still got a player, by the way, watching for Jing. Patman got that pick in middle. That is so important. Spike is planted, but it's 2v5. This is not how this round was supposed to work for PRX. They had the idea, but they did not have the execution, and GE are going to punish them for it. It is just Davai who will have to pull off a miracle round inside the pit. The way he's been playing right now, he might be the player to do it. Defuse is on. There's one more. Surely doable now for Davai. The half is stuck by Yudotan, but Davai in with a real chance now. The 1v5 all on his own. Davai can't get it done. You are kidding me.
Right there at the finish line, but denied at the very end, right before he crossed. This team, this roster.
It's true. Davai and Alex come together 7 years ago. And, I mean, the man still got it, you can tell. sharp shooting inside of this pit, and such a ballsy play to, you know, not peek again after that half was stuck. But I'd still be worried a little bit looking at that round for GE. I think if I was Frost, you'd be looking at that and saying they've peaked one by one. That could be awkward, but we don't have time to talk about that because there is a push happening here towards A. Hunter's Fury will slow it down. PaperX, though, having dropped that last round, are now really under some serious pressure. And 11th is brewing as well for GE off the back of Yudotan's op.
Autumn's as well. Trying to cut them off on rotations alongside Pat.
Yeah, it's just not looking like it's going to go well for PaperX. Again, you're going to need a miracle round out of one of these two players, and it's not going to be Forsaken. So Davai essentially tasked with another 1v5. Obviously, it's a 1v4. He did pick up the only kill for this round for PaperX, so if he pulls it off, I'll be remiss not to call it a 1v5. He'll get in behind Autumn here if he keeps pushing, but the problem is he hasn't got the spike. He's got 45 seconds to get it, but even if he gets this freebie, he's still just got so much ground to cover.
Javi has a res.
Oh, he's going to call it too.
1v6 possible?
Oh, surely not with 34 seconds on the clock and Yudotan on a line like this one. He's now been spotted out. That'll be that. Nice round from Yudotan. Op in hand, doing some great work. You wonder if maybe PaperX are a little broken now.
Yeah. In more ways than one. Their economy's not looking great for the next round. It's going to be a really scuffled investment. One that they have to somehow make work because at that point they're facing off against map point again and again. With this one though, I mean, it feels as though maybe Frost was sweating a little bit from the previous round, but this one not at all.
4 ultis available in this round though for PaperX, so they've got quite a lot to work with, and they're going to try to go again quite quickly towards A. Wall's up there for Harvey, just trying to cut part of the site off, but he is really under the pump there. Good shots in from Envy with the Hunter's Fury. We'll trade that 1-for-1. Relay bolt through for Yudotan, trying to take some space here into A main. Get in behind. He's made a lot of noise. And Envy has now been spotted out. Oh dear, that's a little bit of a meal made. But GE still working their way back on in. 2v3. Somehow PaperX just stuck in the corner. They haven't got anywhere to go. They've been spotted out now by the drone as well. Wall will provide them a little bit of space to work, and they're waiting for a mistake to come through from GE, but there will not be one. Again, it's the operators that are doing the damage, and this time it's in the hands, of course, of Autumn with that 3K. GE up to 12.
Match point.
I don't know what to tell you, Jordan. Yudotan, Autumn, they are on one today. First of all, the operators, the judge coming back over as well. And that was always just going to be a slight distraction, buys further time away from that spike to get planted. PaperX feels so claustrophobic up by A main. Yeah, PaperX doesn't have the guns. Meanwhile, G has held on to all this utility, recon, slows, Yudotan with the relay bolt, everything.
Oh, where's that come from? Forsaken's got no idea. He's just been picked out of nowhere by Autumn. And missed shots in from something as well. This is starting to get awkward for PaperX. Someone's got to step up. It'll be Envy and Jing for the moment that are starting to try to stabilize, but it's not enough. Envy gets one more, but he needs another 2, and he's only on 34 HP, and he's only got 2 bullets. Surely this is an impossible clutch. There's one, but he's run out of shots. No! Oh, we'll get it done. GE will take map 1. The defuse secured. 13-9 will be the score, and PaperX can't get it done this time.
Not quite. With a final scoreline 13-9, I have a question to ask the audience. Are you not entertained?